What made me so teary-eyed as I arrived was the feeling that this wasn't real. Everything that had been was obliterated, it was gone, didn't exist anymore. And perhaps I didn't exist anymore. Perhaps it was all a dream. You see, the new Fiji is not like the old Fiji. Fundamentally, it's not. Objectively, the new Fiji is a different world.
Imagine if we ever come together and we trace our roots all the way back to the Maoris, down to the Tokelau Island.
My world that I was born into was a colonial world in which the world was manicured as they wanted it to be. It was a world dominated by whites. When you're the dominating force, things are very nice, aren't they? They had a Fijian nanny who imbued me with real feeling of being in Fiji and being a Fijian. My heart is in Fiji, it always will be. These are my great-grandparents, Mary Ann, and great-grandfather George Henry Lee. Everyone called him GH. He came out from England. It was that time they called it the Fiji Rush. He came here as an overseer for the sugar plantation.
When the beachcombers got off ship, they found sandalwood. They brought in a new set of knowledge. Much of that knowledge was in terms of taking authority over others. There were Fijian ways of looking at things. Then they were imposed with another system, which became the colonial system. That was supposed to be superior.
GH, he saw this chief's son, Inoki, crossing his land. Told him, get off my land. He said, no, Mr. Lee, this is my land, and I've always come here. So what he believed, all Fijians believed, was you did not sell land. You couldn't sell land.
Let's dig back the past and see what corruption is. How thousands of acres of the best land in Fiji were bought for muskets and mirrors and pipes. How the land of the super people was sold off.
Now we're going towards Jumba, which was the estate that belonged to my great-grandparents. I remember coming to the beach here, and for the first time I knew this was our beach. I can see walking along this beach with my mother and father and my brothers and my grandfather. I'm not sure I want to see Jumba with rain on it. That means tears to me.
Between 1879 and 1916, something like 60,000 Indian indentured laborers went to Fiji to work on sugarcane plantations. Fiji was an ethnically divided community with separate institutions for Fijians, Indo-Fijians, and Europeans. And each had their own interest and an understanding of their place in the larger political structure of the country.
October 1980, and for the people of Fiji, a special month and a special year. 10 years had passed since Fiji had achieved independence.
The question that confronted the leaders of Fiji was, on what terms and conditions should Fiji become independent?
If you throw Fiji Indians off the land who've been farming that land and growing Fiji's biggest export crop for the last 100 years on that land, you are doing serious damage to the Fijian economy.
They have the right to remain in Fiji and to work in Fiji and earn their money and their keeps, but they cannot steal away what belongs to us, our assets and our property and our heritage.
So remember, you're not allowed to take photo.
Can we look at it without taking photos?
You can go around that side.
This is the clash of civilizations, is what it is. They're clashing inside me now. Everywhere there's such strife because of the schism that was created when colonialism collapsed. The people have tried to take their lives back in a different way.
For the third time in recent years, these islands have seen their lawful government overthrown at the point of a gun.
The military commander, Frank Bainimarama, has said that this is the coup to end all coup. We should put an end to the coup culture in Fiji.
Some people say this is a good coup. A coup is a rape of democracy. There is no such thing as a good rape.
So you remember me when I was a girl?
Yes, you're very pretty girl. That's why we know you. Yes, the land. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming.
In Fiji, be either you're indigenous or you have ethnic Indian background, whether you have mixed ethnic background with a European heritage or whatever, we should just learn to respect each other.
These questions of whose country is it? What kind of political culture we want? How do we enlarge the common space? How do we move beyond this prison of race? Fiji is haunted by this divided legacy bequeathed by colonialism.